Good evening, everyone. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. We're about to get started here in 2 minutes with our Friday evening EchoLink AllStar Net. I'm going to do a quick audio test with the folks out there in Radio Land and see what's going on. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor VA3EWV on AllStar EchoLink. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. Is this frequency in use? Nothing heard. We're going to be getting started in just 1 minute, folks. NX3F, Mr. Allen, are you out there? Can you give me an audio check right quick before we get started?
Hey, good evening, all right. NX3F, loud and clear.
I appreciate that on your side, and I heard VE3XID out there as well on the VE3PGC repeater. Can you give me an audio check on that repeater as well? They're over.
VA3EWV, VA3HTR mobile.
VE3HTR, Doug. How's it going there, Doug?
Just Alan, go ahead there. I'm running some errands mobile. Um, need some cash, so I want to try to pick any up tomorrow morning on the way to the Ham Fest. When you did your radio check at 10 to 8, Ernest, you were good and strong. I look at on the same radio, or what, but your audio is quite a bit lower, weaker than it was going directly into PGC.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for letting me know that too. Let me just try to adjust that right now. Over.
Going in on your own note, I think you might do better just going in straight into PGC, actually.
Okay, here we go now. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. How's that?
Much better. Carry on. I've arrived at one of my destinations, but if you're counting check-ins or beans in the pot, then put me down for one.
Okay, we appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much there, Doug. And have you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, we will. I'll be there at the test table and at the Anderson Power Pole table. Same table.
Oh, cool. Yes, I'm going. Yes, cool. I'll be definitely passing by that table. I want a couple of adapters for my 991 Alpha. I have one already for my battery there, like the little battery I take with me. But I want one made that has those clips on it, so I can put it to a regular battery, just in case of an emergency. Okay, well, Doug, I'll let you go there. I know you're destinated, and I'll get started with our little net here. So I'll say 7-3 to you.
Okay, Ernest. I won't have much in the way of wire with me, so whatever wires or cables you want terminated, bring them along, and I can do them on site.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
7-3, V3HTR mobile.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. It is a holiday weekend here, so I was just telling my wife before we even get started, we may have a few people, but you know what? If I see one person, that's enough for me. Uh, Amen to that. Anyway, we're going to be asking folks what they're doing on the long weekend here in Canada. It is, and I just forgot the name of the holiday here, but it's a reconciliation. I think that's what it's a reconciliation holiday here. So not everybody has it off. I know I wanted it off for Monday and have to work, and I have to work a 4 to 12 shift and then turn around and come back early in the morning. So that's going to be that. As you heard, we have a ham fest. So the topic is going to be: have you ever been to a ham fest before, or a flea market, or whatever you call it? And have you ever found anything good there? And and also, have you ever found brought anything home that you wish you never took home with you? So that's the topics there. It looks like it's just me and Mr. Allen there. So and Jim, if he's still out there. So this might be a short one. Anyway, let's get started. Let's go ahead at the top of the list there. NX3F, Mr. Allen, come on in.
Yeah, okay, all right, good evening. Good evening. Yep. Okay. Yes, I have used to attend to Hamfest regularly here, but sad as it may seem, I haven't attended one here recently since I moved over here into Maryland. Used to go when I was in Virginia, but not in Maryland. I've been over here almost 25 years now.
Wow.
So I hope to perhaps maybe get on get back into that. But well, I tell you, if you're looking for parts, rigs, oh man, I tell you, that's the place to go. But they used to have some really good ones around here. I don't know if they do or not. But that's kind of the story with me, Ernest. Back to you. VA3EWV NX3F.
Man, when you stop going there. NX3F. It's been some time. You're over 20 something years. So well, here's the thing. I'll put this to you because it's probably just me and you, but I will break this. Let somebody else in there too. With that being said, I know that I've gone to three, I believe. As a new ham, I got my license in January of 2023 there. And the following, couple months, we had a ham fest. And I had never been to one, never seen one. And I was very, much excited about going. And I went there and I thought it was the biggest thing in the world. It's like I was at, one of those big football arenas or soccer arenas, right? And people were like, that's the size of my basement. And I was like, oh. But I did not buy a thing, radio wise, but they had some good old chili. So I got me a bowl of chili, and then I tried one of the hamburgers. They look good too because they had homemade hamburgers, and I think they made some homemade donuts. So I got that and the pop, and I bought some raffle tickets. So I spent about $30. And the wife's like, "What did you buy?" I'm like, "Some food and some raffle tickets." That was the first one. The second one I went to, same thing. They had good food, so I bought more food because I didn't know what I was looking at. The third one, I bought more food, and then this year, I went to one called Smith Falls, and I bought a rotor. And now I've been given a rotor, so I'm going to be bringing this rotor back and trying to sell it for what I paid for it. So that's my story of that stuff there. Back over to you, Mr. Allen.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There's something about the food at those hamfests. They can be, oh man, they can be habit forming. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. You mentioned rotor. What are you going to be trying to sell at the hamfest? I'm kind of curious on what kind of rotor you're trying to sell. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's sitting right here in front of me as a decoration. It's a Yaesu Golf 800SA. I bought it because I have a tower. I know it's going to need a rotor and, some other stuff. So I was just getting everything ready to put up the tower. And then a good friend of mine has gifted me a tower with all the stuff to it. So I'm like, well, I know I have to pay for cement to put a foundation and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to sell that to raise some money to, so I can get the foundation, all that poured up there over.
Yeah, okay. This is X3F. That's the G800. It's the heavy duty boy, isn't it?
Oh, I would not know. This is new to me. It just says, well, it looks nice. I plugged it in. It's not connected to anything, and I'll come in here and I'll turn it on to pretend I have a big station or something. But it's the G800SA. So I don't know. I could not tell you. I know the other parts in the closet in the front room there, sitting there looking pretty, but that's all I can tell you there. Over.
Yeah, I think that's the heavy one. That's the one that'll handle a huge array. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't unload it, let me know next week, and we'll talk. And we'll leave it at that. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like a winner to me. Yes, absolutely. All right, so I'm getting some people out there saying they can't connect to the node, but you connected. Did you connect to the EchoLink portion or the AllStar portion, NX3F?
I'm connected to the AllStar link. I got a node here in the house, and then I connected to you via your EchoLink node.
Okay, okay, so at least you're connected. So yeah, so I asked those folks to try V8. Oh no, it's VE3PGC. Let me correct that for them. VE3PGC, and I'll see if there's anybody on there, because they're saying they can't connect to the node here. Okay, is anybody out there on VE3PGC-L trying to connect in? Go ahead.
Victor Alpha 3, Golf Alpha Mike.
Okay, okay, we got Victor Alpha 3 Golf Alpha Mike. Okay, good, George. You made it out there. I don't know why my node's not. Well, I mean, we have NX. What message are you getting, by the way?
I'm just receiving a timeout. I go to connect, and it sits there for about 30, 40 seconds, and my PC client beeps, and it times out at me. So your EchoLink node might need to restart. I notice EchoLink does that from time to time, so you just want to give that a shot. Go ahead.
Okay, I will try that. I will try that. So, we have nothing but time. Let's see. So we got you in there. George, stand by. Anybody else on VE3PGC?
Victor Echo 3 X-ray India Delta.
Okay, and we have Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta out there too, Jim. We're going to come back to you as well. So we have George and Jim out there. Anybody else before I restart this my node there?
Victor Alpha 3, Juliet, X-ray, James in Ottawa. I'm connected to VGC.
Okay, we have James out there in Ottawa. Okay, good. So we have VE3XID here in Cornwall, VA3GAM, George in Concord, and VA3JPX, James out there in Ottawa. So I'm going to say anybody else and then give me a couple minutes. We'll stay on PGC, guys. Stay on PGC. But I will, for the people who are not looking at Facebook, I'm going to reset that, okay? You guys, please stand by. Hey, Google, turn on fan. Okay, we're going to restart the node there and see what's happening. All right, thanks to you for all you out there watching, and I'm glad I was looking at the screen there and saw the message there. Over. What am I saying? Over. I'm glad I saw the message out there. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, looks like it's restarting. Let's see here. Try to do a test on it. Okay, let's see about restarting this. Log out of it. Log back in. Okay, here, let's see what's happening.
VE3PGC connected to VA3EWV.
Okay, that seemed to do it. Okay, that seemed to have done a little bit because I see VA3GAM, I see VA3JPX now. Let's see if we can get, there's NX3F. Okay, see? That's why it's good to, okay, we got some more folks popping in there. So that's good. Thank you for James and for George for letting me know that. Okay, so thank you for that. I'm very surprised that I'm not having a fit because I used to be so I don't know what word to use, but I used to be so nervous about these things, and if anything fell apart, I'd have died on the floor there. But I guess I'm just rolling with it, right? That's how you have to do it. Okay, so we're back in the shack there. It is Friday night. We're at our AllStar EchoLink there. Uh, if anybody is short time, let me know now because we'll go ahead and get you in. I remember last time we had somebody mobile and I did not know that, so they didn't have time to check in. So if anybody's mobile or just going to be here for a short while, please come now. Okay, so nothing heard. So the topics tonight is since we have our own little Hamfest coming this weekend here. The topic is have you ever gone to a Hamfest, right? Have you ever had any really good finds? And also, lastly, have you ever brought stuff that you wish you never brought home? brought stuff that you never should have never brought home with you. I heard a couple of guys at a couple of Hamfest sales just walking around listening, and that's rare. I'm always talking, not listening. And they're like, "Oh, I bought all this stuff and I have it at my house and I never used it." So, have you ever got something that you never used before, the ham thing, and you're thinking about getting rid of it? Maybe you want to clean up your shacks there and go out to Ham Festival because I've seen people out in the parking lot hawking stuff out of the back of their car. Okay, let's pick it up with VE3XI. Let's pick it up with Jim there. VE3XID.
VA3EWV, VE3XID. Good evening, Ernest, and everyone else on the net. And I am coming to you from my little mobile here in my living room, connected to a dual band antenna on a magnet mount in my window, and hopefully I'm getting through okay at 25 watts. And National Day for Truth and
Reconciliation.
oh, what the heck was that? Thought I had it up here. Reconciliation.
There you go.
I don't know what we're reconciling or what we're being truthful about. And nobody I know has heard of it and didn't get the day off or so. Very, very odd. It's a national day, but it doesn't seem to be a statutory holiday, as it were. Anyway, I'll just sit here in my living room as I usually do and see what's going on there when it comes. Yeah, I don't go anywhere. I won't be going to any flea markets or ham fests or whatever. So, yeah, I just enjoy my TV and my computer and my radios. So listen, 7 turn it back to net control. VA3EWV, V3XID out.
VA3XID, Jim in the group. So Jim, I know you don't go there now, but have you bought anything in the past that you wish you hadn't brought home with you there? Over.
Yes, there was one radio at the Carp flea market on September 15th, 2010 that I wished I'd brought home, and that was an ICOM 7100. But I didn't have the cash for it at the time, so I didn't do that. And I already had an ICOM 7000 that I'd previously bought and was very happy using. So let's see, when I think I bought that back in August of 2010. So anyway, what's past is past. Back to you, Ernest. VA3EWVVE3XID.
Yeah, it's the one that got away, right? You're looking at your pocketbook there and hoping for the best. Well, thank you for that, Jim. We appreciate you sharing that. We did hear from NX3F, but we always have 2 rounds. This is round 1, and we'll let him come back again just in case other people missed out. Okay, the next person we had that was logged in was VA3GAM. George, come on in.
Hey, Ernest and everybody in that. Good evening. Answer to your question, I have been to a Hamlet for over 25 years.
Wow.
I used to go to several of the big ones that were held in the GTA at the time. Never really ended up buying anything. Little odds and ends. It's just a way to get out of the house for a bit. Go check out some gear. See if there was anything that I needed, but I never really ended up buying anything apart from cables or connectors or things like that. Back to you, VA3WV. This is Victor Alpha 3 Golf.
Victor Alpha 3 Golf Alpha Mike. Yeah, so parts and pieces. So sounds like you're a tinkerer maybe, and you were getting things to put stuff together. When I went and I even saw tubes, like real life tubes that I was looking at and studying in the books. And I was like, wow, I know you're not probably supposed to touch them and stuff, but I was wanting to really like pick one up and like look at it because I only saw them, on a book. I haven't seen one in real life that I could touch. And they seem like they're very delicate, so I sure wouldn't want to pick one up and then drop it. So I was just, looking at it from afar there, I guess you could say. Anyway, let's go down to James there, VA3JPX. Come on in, James. Did we lose James? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Ernest, I don't know if you can hear me. VA3JPX. You disconnected on EchoLink, so I'm not sure what's going on. But if you can hear me, let me know. VA3JPX.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I can definitely hear you. James, I can hear you on EchoLink there. Yeah, go ahead. No, he's disconnected from EchoLink. Okay, maybe he'll come in on VE3PGC. I saw him connected here, and then he was gone. Okay, hopefully we'll get him back in. Anyone else out there on a VE3 PGC repeater, please come on in. Oh, okay, well, we'll turn it around there. What are you guys doing for the weekend? We've had what about the Hamfest and stuff, and I see that NX3F and VA3GAM both have not been to Hamfest in over 20 years. So, if you have everything you need, I know that people go. I know I'm going to be going again off to the four that are in our area because it's like a reunion. And some of these people I've heard on the radio. Of course, I've only been in for a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in January there, but it's like a reunion. So, some of these people I've heard on the air, some I've seen before. So, and they're already talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, are you coming to the Hamfest?" And they just sit around and talk about stuff that they're not going to buy, and well, if it had another knob, I'd buy it, knowing good and well they're not going to buy it. Or they're bringing stuff, and I hear them say, "Oh, I already got 3 of those, but I might need a spare." So that's how that goes. I've actually heard those conversations. Anyway, Mr. Allen, NX3F, what are you going to be doing for your weekend there? And do you guys have any holiday in the states that are over on this coming Monday?
Okay, VA3EWV NX3. Of course, we don't have any holiday coming this weekend. No, because otherwise I'd be off from the job. No, sir. Oh, you know what I failed to mention. I did go to a Hamfest one time, like I said, many, many years ago, and bought, I don't know why I did this, but I bought home like 4 printers, and shoot, they were junk. I ended up throw them in the trash. They were no good at all, and I don't remember why I got them, but yeah, so I kind of regret doing that. But I hope you all have a good forecast for your Hamfest up there. Right now, at the time being down here, it's extremely humid, and rain is in the forecast. Matter of fact, they're forecasting rain for the next several days. No, it's supposed to be clear half day tomorrow. Again, rain's supposed to come in, and for the next several days, it's supposed to be rainy. So maybe it's a good thing they're not going to have a Hamfest here. Of course, I never stop nobody anyway. Back to you, Ernest. Yes, oh yeah, and that was the other thing too. Yeah, the other fella there. Yeah, we're in the same boat. 25 years. Yeah, same boat. Back to you, NX. This is NX3.
NX3F in the goop. Yeah, you're like, why did I get these printers? Because I can hear people and no telling what those printers were when you said 25 years ago. Funny story. Well, it's not a funny story, but I just was thinking in my head. Remember those printers that had those little circles? Not the printer, but the paper that you had to feed it. It had circles all down the edge of it. You're probably wanting pieces and parts out of that to probably fix something up. That's the first thing I thought about there. Okay, anyway, Mr. Allen, we'll hit you up there next time, and thank you for being in there. VA3GAM, what are you going to be doing for the weekend there, over?
Well, Ernest, I'm going to be taking my home renovations, unfortunately. They're almost done, mind you. Did a lot of painting this week, removal of baseboards and odds and ends like that. Went in yesterday, kitchen, laundry room, and bathroom all went in on the main floor, and I just got to do some painting. I'm going to be painting baseboards this weekend, painting some walls, and maybe Sunday morning, if it's not raining, I'm going to get a bike ride in. But in respect to the holiday, we don't. It's not a stat holiday in Ontario. I believe if you're government or bank, you have it off. But the rest of us folks, unfortunately, do not have it off. So I'm not going to enjoy a long weekend this weekend, unfortunately. Back to you, Victor Alpha 3, EWV. This is Victor Alpha 3, Golf Alpha Mike.
Victor Alpha 3, Golf Alpha Mike. Yeah, hey, look, everybody at my work did not want to be off. I got lucky because unbeknownst to me, my domain lead decided that I haven't worked any holidays this year, so he had me work. The thing is too, it's an unpaid holiday, so unfortunately, most of our staff are at home, and a lot of them did not want to be off, and we only could bring a handful to work. I think we're going to have 6 or 8 people there all day long just to make sure that that the wheels are still turning there. Okay, I think we have Jim left on VA3PGC. We'll see who else is out there. Jim, you might be our last one, but let me call and see if anybody is out there on PGC that may have joined us. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, nothing heard. Jim, you're the last one. VE3XID. What are you going to be doing on the weekend there? Over.
VA3EWV, V3XID. I guess you weren't listening to the last transmission. I said I wasn't going anywhere. I was going to just sit right here in my chair and watch TV and play with my computer and talk on the radio. But, Doug, V3HDR, was also on the PGC, but I guess he's not anymore. So, anyway, that's about the size of it. So, anyway, we'll say 7-3 again and hope everybody has a great National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. VA3EWV, V680 out.
VE3XID, thank you so much for being in there. Well, what I'll be doing is getting up early in the morning. The wife is actually going to be there. She has a table, and she actually does all type of crafts and stuff. So she does like T-shirts and hats and cups and mugs, and she even has a laser thing that cuts stuff now and things like that. So I'll put a couple of her things out there so everybody can start seeing what she does there. Because I told her that a lot of ham people like to see their call sign and stuff. So she'll be doing that at the Ham Fest. I'll be doing the talk-in, which is pretty exciting to me. So I'll be getting there around 7. I'm not supposed to be there till 7:30, but the wife is going with me, so I want to be on time. So I'm telling her that we have to be there for 6:30. So she's going to be ticked off to find out that she doesn't have to be there until 7:30. But hey, she's always slow, so I've learned my lesson. We've been together for almost 25 years, so it's 6:30. That's the start time. So no, I'll be enjoying that, and then I'll try to sneak in there a little while, and like I said, I'll try to get that rotor thing sold off there, because I got to get that. I have a backhoe there. I got to get that hole dug ASAP, because we're about to get winter setting in. So if I don't get on it, it's going to be too late. Anyway, thank you all for being there tonight. We had some great times there. We had 5 people checking in today there. NX3F, thank you so much. V3XID, V3HCR, VA3GAM, and VA3JPX. And for those of you that could not connect, that popped in on Facebook, thank you so much. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor with the Friday Evening Echo and AllStar Net. And we're going to be saying 7-3 to everybody. Have a good weekend.
VA3EWV, V680. I was talking to Jeff, VA3RQS earlier. He's the one who told me about the net tonight, and I don't hear him checking in, so I guess he's busy elsewhere.
I know that I was setting up his EchoLink for him, like we went through the steps to get him registered for it, right? So all that was done. So we just had to go and put it on his phone. So I've been going almost every day this week, and we're doing the Hamfest tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get him sorted out probably there on Sunday. On his computer and on his cell phone there, because he should be ready to go there for EchoLink there. Back over to you.
Okay. Well, I sent him a page from the Brandmeister of talk groups in URL form, and he tried to put them into his code club. It didn't work out well.
No, you're right. That probably doesn't work out well. I tried to help him with his radio there as well there, and it has a M360 or some kind of operating system on it. That for the life of me, excuse me, for the life of me, I couldn't get around. So I wound up programming 14 of the talk groups in manually at the front of the radio there. Over. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. VE3XID, did you copy that?
Not copy anything after I passed it back to you. It was totally silent. VA3EWV, VA3EWV.
Okay, something's amiss here tonight. I'm on the VE3 PGC repeater though, so I don't know what's happening there. I'm not talking off my node there. But anyway, if you can hear me, I said that I programmed 14 of the talk groups into Jeff's radio, but right through the front of the radio there. I would have rather do it through the software, but I could not get into the software there because it's a Retivas radio, but it has some other program on it there. Over.
Own code plug program, yes.
Okay, well, Jim, I'm gonna get out of here. If anybody's watching on Facebook, I'm having a cough attack up in here, and I can't hardly catch my breath. So I'm gonna break it with all you guys there. I wish you guys a good weekend, and I'm gonna go try to get myself sorted out there and see what's going on. Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. Wishing everybody a good, happy weekend there, and 7-3 to everybody.
7-3 Ernest. VA3EWV, V3.
All right, folks. Bye bye there.
Yeah.